So if he's not guarding this, but he's guarding that, first thing I notice is he's got his food in there.
In there. Come on, in. You can see that. What's up?
Yeah, you can see it already before you even shut it.
Look.
Very uncertain.
Yeah.
But only in the cage.
Come here.
Anywhere else.
What's the matter?
You can let him back out again. Just come away from it.
Come on. But he won't do it when she goes next to
He
it.
does every now and then.
Even then he weren't gonna, no, even as you're trying to reason with him, he was shutting down more and more.
But I've never
give him
beat him, no.
Weight or something,
Yeah,
and I tried, and he flipped straight away, yeah, he got very uneasy.
But that's the only thing I can
No, I can see his lips going, yeah, he's flipping.
That's his space and you're not coming in it. That's the only thing I can gather. Because even in the rest of the house, he's fine.
No, he means that.
Oh, yeah.
But the more you try and reason with him, the more pressure you're putting on him.
But you walk away from him, turn your back on him, and then he'll start crying to come out.
Weird.
It's weird. I feel like it's a dominance thing, like.
It's a bit like that.
He's very uncertain, very worried about you.
I feel like he thinks I'm going to absolutely lever him. But I don't.
It's the
other way around.
He has no trust in the video you've sent
in
before.
Yeah.
I could see that, but I didn't know it was because you were kind of reaching across the top of the cage.
He's very jealous.
Dogs don't do jealousy, that's a human emotion. Okay. But what I've said before is he's claiming you, you're his bitch.
Right, okay,
he controls you.
Fine.
And if
Come on then. What? He's fine. He's perfectly fine.
So the first thing I would change is, well, the tail wag, it depends how they wag it, because everyone gets confused by that. Other dogs wagging its tail, yeah, but dogs wag the tail when they're in a frenzy as well. So the tail wag is fine.
Bipolar.
But again, with how you're saying it, he wants him to fuss him, so you're doing everything he wants. Do what you want instead. Yeah. I wouldn't put his food in his food bowl in, because that can create resource guarding.
Even when you try to hand feed him, he growls at you every now and then.
I won't do that.
No!
We're having it.
Stop it, that's mad
dog.
Stop
that.
Just interrupt him.
He's just a loon. Tyson!
No, how old is he?
13 months now.
No, so if he's displaying this kind of aggression at this age, it doesn't go away. It will only go worse if you don't get on it. So we've got to get on it. So yeah, I wouldn't put his food in his cage, and I possibly wouldn't even put his food in this area, because again, you give him an area to start guarding.
Right.
And I wouldn't leave his food down, so put it down, he eats. If he doesn't eat it within half an hour, you're going to pick it up and move it out of the way. They quickly learn then that they have to eat when it's down, because if he's grazing, it's a free-for-all, he can do what he wants. So you have to, because he's showing the aggression and the uncertainty, you have to get on it. So you feed him, you put his food down, and once he's finished, make sure he's away from the food as well. Don't go, because he's a bit narky with you, you don't want to be going to his food bowl or to his area, because he could see that as a threat as well. So
see, but like in doing with you now, he's like, he wants your attention. Anyone else that comes to this house other than family that he knows,
but see, he squeaks at me, he don't get my car, I don't even look at him, because what do I do?
She's being nice about it.
Good boy.
On your bed. One, on your bed.
There you go.
Now it's your hand up. He does get concerned about your hand being up. But he initially went in no problem. But then, because you kept your hand up, he seemed to target on that.
And it's
so
not
release him, bring him back out of his bed.
It's not like he don't like his bed. It's not like it's a
because, and again, when you were saying that he's mouthing at you, you don't want a dog, whether how gentle.
Started trying to now as well.
No.
How can we stop that?
Well, that's overexcitement.
Yeah.
It can be overexcitement, it can be dominant, so it can just be pure pleasure.
He got a very sore nose.
Absolutely.
No.
It's socially unacceptable.
No.
Yeah. So to get a dog's attention,
bang.
All I did was kick the cage
Well, I
because
use
he
that.
doesn't
That's why
like
it's
the
cowering
sound.
from that. I bang the
Yeah,
cage with it. He
but
doesn't like it.
that's what you're getting. You're getting him cowering. You're getting a fearful dog. When I do this, I'm not a fearful person. He doesn't have to fear me because I use my voice, and he wasn't looking at me. I used my voice, swung my leg against the cage. He didn't see me do anything, but my voice, it was that.
No.
Uh-oh. So it's a shock tactic, but
no.
You want them, when you go, if I pick that up now and raise it above his head, he'll probably growl at me because I'm intimidating.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas I can, hey! And I'm not so scary. I'm assertive. I'm not. So for the video, he's been sat in his crate for a bit while we've been chatting. So he's, right. So when he squeaks, you're going to send him in his crate so you can.
Tyson, in.
Now lower your hand and shut the door. So when he goes in, shut the door, yeah? So he's not got the option to come back out. Send him in, shut the door. And then walk away. He's growling, isn't he?
Yeah, we can put that across there for now.
And now unlock the cage. Yeah, you'll have to keep flicking it around. Just put the top lock on for this exercise, it doesn't matter. And then tell him he can come out.
Wait. Good boy. Come on. Good boy.
Walk away. So when you putting him in and putting him out, what you're doing is you're fussing him. When he goes in, not so much fuss, but when he comes out, oh good boy. So you're making it a bigger thing than it needs to be. So it needs to be, right, you know, come out of your cage, go in your cage, he goes in, you shut the door, that's it, done, you walk away. Right. When you putting your hand up, that's what he's not sure of, that's what he's not liking. And if you've been using the thing to crack on the cage or whatever, you're making yourself frightening to him. So, and because you were a chew toy, he's always going to chew you first before her.
Oh yeah, he's very wary of me.
So release him out. Yeah. So when you get angry with a dog, anger is a weak emotion. So what you need to do is get your teacher head on, try and keep in control. And I find it works better. Like when he was squeaking or whatever he did before, and I just went, you lower your voice rather than raise it. Lower your voice, and you have to be very calm about it, because if you lose your rag, you become frightening to the dog, and they don't respect that. And you can see him flinching. Even when I play the video back, you'll see him flinch, and that's because you've been using that and you're waving your hands a lot.
Sound awful, don't we?
Everybody does it. I mean, 20 years ago, they used to get a roll of newspaper and crack him on the nose. The nose is the most sensitive organ. And send him in his cage.
Bed.
Oh, he's gone in. He knows. Shut the door. So the door being shut is just to let him know that if you're going to squeak and be an idiot, you're going to go in your cage. It's not up for debate. Whereas before he was going in, no problem, but then he's coming out and going in, coming out, going out. So you're getting into a dance with him. It's not up for discussion. When you say cage, bed, whatever, he goes in, you shut him in, and then when he's calm and quiet, you can open the cage and let him back out. So, Josh, we're going to work with Josh first because he's worse for Josh. Release him.
Out. Come on then. Come on then.
He's like comfy.
So, just walk away and leave him to it.
I'll leave you to it.
So, you've opened the cage,
Get down.
but you notice he's not having an issue with you because you're going up, you're shutting him in the cage, you're stepping away. Yeah. When we're letting him back out, you're opening the cage up and then you're stepping away. Well, we released him anyway, just he chose not to come out, so that's up to him. But you see, because you're not holding your hand up and pointing, he's not getting worried. Because you're not standing around near his cage, he's not getting worried. Yeah. When you stand around near a dog's cage, especially if he's a bit anxious like he is, so if I was doing it to you, if I'm facing you full on to a dog, I'm being quite confrontational. Yeah. So when you're facing his cage, you're making him more nervous than he is. Whereas when you just send him in, shut the door, and then move away, because he's in, you don't have to faff around with him. Done, dusted. Come on, what's the deal? No. You notice what he did? Just as you crouched down, he tucked his head down, he dropped his head a little bit. So you have to learn to read him, so come out, because you're making him uncomfy. He doesn't want to come out.
But okay.
And the more you try and push it on him that, you know, I don't want to do anything bad to you, I want us to get along. Look at how he's not trusting you. We have to gain his trust, otherwise it is just going to go worse. So turn your back to him, because even that, he's not happy with you, and move away from his cage a bit. So he as soon as you moved away, he started relaxing a little bit more. He kept the gaze a little bit, but see now he's in a more. So we have to. You got to learn to recognise what he's uncomfortable with, which you know, which is the eyes or the drop of the head. As soon as he drops his head, back away from him, so you're not keeping the pressure on him.
That's how he's bed now.
See, he was fine with you there. That's it, he's not fussed now. He stays, he's uneasy, look, he froze. So at first he was actually alright with you, but then as soon as you turned, he froze, that all his body, his tail stopped wagging, his mouth shut, everything. Like us, if something worries us, we don't recover immediately, it takes us a while.
He wants to come to him.
Yeah, he's not totally at ease, no.
Come.
No, no.
You're doing it again, shut your god.
But when I see his tail, when
No.
you don't give me that.
It's not a happy tail.
Don't give me that eye look though. Sometimes, and that's probably what he does.
Bed.
Shake.
Away, like that. In, done, away.
Now, tell him to get in his bed. Shut the door. Walk away. You looked at him. You stared at him, and that's what he doesn't like. You were like, yeah, you see, you've done it. You've done it. And he's like, don't take the mickey, mate. Let him out. He's never going to trust you if you don't look at him. You're not
I
even
can't
bothered.
look.
You can look at what you're doing, but don't make direct eye contact with him. It's a bad setup really, because your face is that close to the cage. If he did go, you're going to at the very minimum feel his breath on your face. So put him in his cage, tell him bed.
Come on, bed.
Now you told him 3 times there, so you want to only tell him once.
I'm not looking at him.
No, move away, look, he really doesn't like
He's
it.
still watching you,
Yeah.
still watching.
He did a low grumble then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him.
I don't look at him and he still grumbles.
No, but that's better than what he was doing before.
To build his confidence again. Can let him back out again.
We're having a lovely training session, me and you.
Walk away. You nearly loitered.
He's coming out though now.
Yeah, because you nearly loitered and his eyes went, and as soon as I said walk away, he's like, whoo, I can come back out.